Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with The Shore, Blind. Now again, this is a bit of an editing, post-processing magic, because after I recorded this episode the first time, it was like an hour and something, and I decided it's too long, so I'm chopping it up in editing. So yeah, but let me continue with The Shore.
You are now bound by his causality. All you have to do now is open the gate for the great old one.
How is this going to help me find my daughter?
We have to nudge things first before we bring her back.
What do you mean, bring her back?
Do not get ahead of yourself. I need you to stay focused.
All right. But what did you mean by nudging things?
Each one of these laser beams has an effect on this world. You and your will are the key to disrupt their influence.
My father used to speak of how we're not in control. That our fate is sealed from the moment we're born. And that is why we were meant to be fishermen in our family.
Yeah, all of this is a supremely bad idea, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure what the protagonist is thinking, although I don't have children, so for me, it might very well be that if you are a parent and you truly love your child, it might be that you would do things that ordinarily you would consider wrong or stupid, just for a faint chance of helping or saving your child. Like my own parents, actually, they never released Cthulhu, from what I know, but I was born disabled, and at the very beginning, right after my birth, it was unclear to what degree I would be disabled and whether I would ever be like a self-sufficient member of society. So my parents did a lot of things outside of actual hospital visits and therapy. They visited like magicians, even though they don't really ordinarily buy into that, but they felt so much desperation in that moment and so much uncertainty that they were like, oh well, let us just try everything. So maybe they would release Cthulhu for me. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I guess I wasn't supposed to go this way. It's a bit surprising to me. Which way am I even going at this point? Okay, they have different symbols. This is like a triskelion. Or is it? Is it this? Yeah, kinda.
Who is this mortal? How is it possible he has the eye of the gatekeeper on his hand? That's impossible. The eye, it's impossible. Something greater in the shadows. Something is forcing his hand. You seek an audience with the Great Old One.
I do.
Brought you here, mortal. How did you come by this artifact?
I made a pact with the Dark Shadow.
The Dark Shadow? What treacherous traitor sent you into the void to do his dirty work? What did he promise you? That I will grant you something in return? Enough of that will fail. The void is coming. How about I will keep you alive to witness the destruction of the pathetic world? My echo infiltrates the minds of men. You and your kind will face Earth's destroy. The first cycle is broken. There is a key in the middle. Find a way to empower the artifact.
Who would have known that things like him existed?
Your mind remains unhinged.
Yeah, this is all pretty silly. Like, I will talk more about it because I have a feeling the game is kind of ending. Which is a bit of a problem in its own right because it's been, what, 2 hours? And I'm going very slowly. I'm looking at everything in detail and talking. Like, if you just went through it, I think you could do it in half the time that it took me. But I have a lot of problems with this, and I will talk about it once the game concludes.
did you bring me this time?
the way to empower the heads of the fallen. They were once the sons of an elder god. Beware, they can manifest things that were and things that are. The artifact upon my hand. Observe as the universe itself unfolds before your very eyes. The Watcher, the gatekeeper of worlds and dimensions. Came this far unto where our memories take form and shape. Careful, don't lose yourself, but in the end, it is all part of this dream. Proceed, you will understand.
Beautiful, a perfect boy, that's what we ask for.
We should name him Andrew.
Great entity, accept this boy out of your possession.
Accept this offering. Grant us an entry to your realm.
Okay, so my parents were cultists.
Dad? Mom? I'm lost! There's a monster here!
Finally here by our house. This will be the perfect place to raise a child someday.
Yes, she is. You know, I was thinking of getting out of the fishing business. I can't imagine leaving you for months while you have to raise our child alone. What if something happens? I'll see about a job in town next week. Breathe. Stay with me. Stay Come on, get your stuff in the boat, Ellie.
Dad, over here.
Ellie, is that you? Ellie, stay right there, I'm coming.
She is not your daughter, Andrew. She was never real.
What? What do you mean? She was never real.
Since the beginning, I felt that the only way to enjoy this boring reality was to change it. But I was in need of someone with purpose. You see, all the people I brought to the island had no purpose, no meaning. But you, Andrew, you are my favorite. I made those memories for you. I created a daughter that you never had. I was always there for you.
No. No. It's not possible. Stop lying to me. I did what you asked for. I'm getting her back.
Perhaps there is still a way to make her real if you manage to reach her. Your strong will can influence as a thought stream.
What did you do to me?
Well, I guess that was the shore, and I have to say, this is not good. Like, this feels like someone's school project. It doesn't seem like an actual game that you should feel comfortable selling for money, because this seems to be kind of like baby's first Cthulhu game. Like, you know, someone was a fan of Lovecraft and of Call of Cthulhu specifically, and he put a lot of sort of very direct visual cues from that, you know, tentacles, Cthulhu himself, Dagon, the Deep Ones, and sort of blasted it all in your face. Like, there's nothing about this game that's particularly atmospheric, or it doesn't build its mystery at all. It assaults you directly with all of those things, you know, those eldritch creatures. I think if you're making a quote-unquote Lovecraftian game, and it involves the player shooting lasers at the monsters in the dozens, you've went wrong somewhere. This is not what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about a mounting sense of dread and a mounting sense of the unknown, which this game had none of it. You had a conversation with Cthulhu in which he made, like, he laughed maniacally. Like, come on, this betrays some very deep misunderstanding, I feel like, of the source material, because witnessing Cthulhu should be enough to shatter the protagonist's mind completely. Instead, he just had a conversation with him, which, as I said, involved both Cthulhu laughing maniacally and throwing boats at you. Like, no, this is not it. This is not it, and I don't think this is very good, actually. Like, I feel a little bad about it, because maybe this is literally someone's, you know, first game that they made sort of in their spare time, whatever. But But if that's true, you know, my advice is keep trying, because that's not it. This is not good as a game. As a proof of concept, maybe, but there is no meat on this. It's all very direct in your face, and like I feel like I've just spent, you know, 2 hours getting blasted with tentacles in my face. That's basically what the experience amounted to. So yeah, this was not great, and I do not recommend it. But I guess that was the shore. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.